Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Morgan Jr., and I'll be your host, your guide on this hour of non-stop action as American Championship Entertainment presents its inaugural episode of Overdrive here on YouTube. We have an action-packed night for you, and what a way to start it off with big tag team action, as it's Two Hot Nightmares taking on Quiet Riot. Let's go to John Harder with the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is a tag match. It is for one fall and 10-minute
Here comes team number one.
a team of the American Psycho, Tamara, and Two Hot Steve.
You know, this upcoming tag team contest has gotten extremely personal on social media. Dan Murdoch and Steve Scott successfully back-to-back weeks on my podcast, The Hard Way, have talked serious trash about Chris Caden. They've gone back and forth on Twitter and Facebook. But now, Steve Scott's an idiot. But regardless of that, I'm going to tell you, Chris Caden on Ace Action on Radio has had enough talking for now. He's done a lot of talking about Murdoch and Steve Scott. This is going to be incredibly personal. Caden just wants to fight, and this is going to be a very personal tag team contest. You know, Steve Scott and Dan Murdoch don't want to get on the winning ways here in Ace. Can they do it? Here comes Quiet Riot. Here comes a team of Chris Caden, charisma personified, and Hush Holiday, a living inspiration to say the very least. This kid's the first ever mute professional wrestler. Chris Caden and him communicate through sign language, a very rare and unique trait in the world of wrestling. Tonight's going to be different. Can Hush and Caden get it done? This is becoming incredibly personal through social media, and now they're going to settle in the ring. You know, I'm looking at Chris Caden and his new mohawk. I gotta tell you, could this be a sign towards Too Hot Steve Scott's ridiculous faux hawk? I am not sure. Caden and Murdoch jaw-jacking. Both teams have a lot of positive presence about each other with the fans here in Ace. The Ace Nation loves both Quiet Riot and Dan Murdoch and Steve Scott. Some poor soul starting a Too Hot Steve Scott chant. I don't know why you would cheer for Steve Scott, but you have to recognize this. Scott's a fantastic high-flying competitor. We got to give him that. Caden's a brawler. Here we go. Scott with the head scissors. Caden counters out. Scott, nice headlock takeover. Nicely done from Scott. I got to give him that credit. With lightning quick speed, taking over Steve Scott. Scott now countering his own head scissors. We are at a standstill. Scott and Caden talking trash to start this one. Scott was looking for a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Steve decides to go for the headlock. Nice fake from Scott. You know, Dan Murdoch, I talked to Dan Murdoch earlier on in the week, asking him his opinions, his thoughts on this matchup with Quiet Riot. He just told me don't focus on my negatives with teaming with Too Hot Steve. Little faultiness for the sound crew. Right now, Steve Scott taking over the side headlock now. Really wrenched over. Caden really wrenching over Scott. This match has some serious implications. Both teams have been on a losing slide as well here in Ace. Dan Murdoch still looking for that elusive first win since his second chapter of Ace started. Quiet Riot looking to win their first tag team match as a team. Steve Scott looking for an advantage, tagged out. Now Murdoch and Hush looking to go here again. This could be a very interesting battle between these two different styles. Hush Holiday, a Lucha Libre competitor. Dan Murdoch influencing that Texican style. The Texas brawling with the Mexican Lucha Libre. This could be a better battle than much. Murdoch with a nice nip up. Murdoch's focus. Him and Steve Scott want to be proven his tag team can go. Now it's on the ropes. Hush with a boot to the midsection. Hush looking for a snap suplex. Takes it over. Uh-oh. Picked it up. Second. Looking for the three amigos of a triple vertical suplex. Up and over. Murdoch with a reversal counter. Hush. Hude Carana. Lucha roll. And Steve Scott breaking it up. Great ring knowledge by Scott to be right near where Murdoch needed to be. And now here comes Kiss Caden. Caden tags out. On these two guys have been talking trash on social media to one another. Well, Steve Scott wants in. And Murdoch went out the other end. Scott and Murdoch with a little miscommunication. These two guys have just started teaming recently. High flying a too hot Steve Scott. Prancing around, he hasn't done anything yet. Only two, says referee Lou Diaz. Steve Scott keeping it going here, looking for Irish whip. Caden reverses. Shot right to the throat. Here comes Hush Holiday. Quiet Riot looking for some double team work on too hot Steve Scott. Double Irish whip. Double back elbow, and Hush sits on him for extra emphasis. There's a cover. Hush really wanted that pinfall. Only one. Holiday. Nice monkey flip from Hush. Quick tags between Quiet Riot, the more effective duo. Snapmare takeover. Running neck snap from follow with a senton. Hush and Caden really flowing well as a team. Murdoch breaking up the pin attempt, kicking Caden's prone shoulder. Tornado kick from Scott. Murdoch trying to get Scott focused. You know, that's one thing about Steve Scott. Scott gets lackadaisical at some points. Murdoch trying to keep his head on straight. Now Murdoch choking the life out of Chris Caden. The last time Dan Murdoch was in this building, he lost a Union City street fight to Lucky Zacconi. I think he really wants to redeem himself here in the George Washington Elementary School in front of the Ace Nation. Nice scoop slam from Dan Murdoch. Murdoch really focused on his ground game. There's a cover. Only two. Murdoch really focusing more on the ground game tonight. He really wants to get a win here because he feels he has not picked up that elusive first win in Ace. He feels he's been a failure. Scott and Murdoch. Double team clothesline. Nicely done by the team of Murdoch and Too Hot Steve Scott. Can't believe I've actually said that about Steve Scott. Murdoch lacing into Caden outside of the ring as Caden's inside of the ring, locked in a rear chin lock from Steve Scott. Again, Caden Murdoch really jaw-jacking through Twitter and Facebook. You gotta find these guys on Twitter through Ace Wrestling. Caden now trying to counter out some back elbows. Trifecta back elbows, he counters out. And a nice knee strike from Steve Scott. Caden tried building a little bit of a momentum. On a shot of disrespect from Scott. Blatantly yelling at Hush Holiday to talk to him. We all know Hush cannot talk. Hush is a mute professional wrestler. And the tag from Murdoch to Scott. Murdoch dropping some corkscrew elbows. Buzz Sawyer-like. Make that 3 corkscrew elbows. Murdoch showing a little bit of frustration not being able to get the 3 off those elbows. Murdoch now that front face lock. Right before he did the vertical to Caden, there's a cover. Murdoch only got 2. He looked right at Hush and gave him a nasty, evil stare. Murdoch really focused on this win. Oh, Caden trying to fight back, but one club from the American Nightmare takes him down. Murdoch and Steve Scott really flowing well. Are you kidding? Steve Scott with a lackadaisical cover. Very, very arrogant, very idiotic. Only 2. Steve Scott acting a little more arrogant than usual. And that's saying much. Scott with a nicely placed boot to the mouth. You know, we got to give Steve Scott a lot of credit. This guy can go. Oh, what a show off. You know, Dan Murdoch really has to get Steve Scott's head on straight. Scott's really, really lackadaisical right now inside of the squared circle in this very important tag team contest. Steve Scott mouthing words. Caden shoves him off. There's a tag. Both sides. Hush Holiday on one side, Murdoch on the other. Holiday, the proverbial house of fire. Taking down Murdoch with a series of strikes, followed with 2 clotheslines. Irish with both the ropes. Up and over the back body drop. Hush Holiday wants this big win. And Steve Scott pulling off Hush. Both teams need this win in the very strong ace tag team division. Murdoch with a club to the back. Caden in, Caden out. Murdoch on the apron. Went for the double sledge, nobody home. In the ring, Steve Scott just shoved out Hush Holiday. Oh, Murdoch. Murdoch started running and Caden had to change direction. What in the world is Holiday doing? Let an arm drag on the floor past the padded mat surrounding the ring. Very innovative. The legal men are Holiday and Murdoch. I don't know if Murdoch realizes that. Murdoch on the top. Oh, Murdoch got caught a little low in that atomic drop. Boot right upside the head. Oh! Caden with that spinning chop to the head. And Caden breaks it up. What a tag team match up here in Union City between these 2 desperate teams. Nice smack to the face from Scott. Oh, double whammy on the boots. There's a cover. Only 2, says the referee. Dan Murdoch showing some frustration. Him and Steve Scott thought they had a one with the stereo kicks to the head. Uh-oh, Murdoch's taking off that elbow pad. Could be lariat time. Okay, with a great counter. Hush Holiday in the ring. Swinging neck breaker. Right on his head. Double cover. Quiet Riot wins. Caden spiking Murdoch on his head with that neck breaker. Murdoch is out cold. What a tough break for Murdoch and Steve Scott. Murdoch's losing streak continues here in Ace. Regardless, Quiet Riot with a big tag team win. They have got themselves back up the tag team mountain here in American Championship Entertainment. Quiet Riot celebrating with the crowd. Steve Scott trying to pick up Dan Murdoch here after a tough loss between both teams. Steve Scott very upset. Wait, Rob Fury. Rob Fury! Rob Fury just kicked Dan Murdoch in the head. Steve Scott just left the ring. Steve, what are you doing? Wait. Oh, there we go. Steve Scott showing some semblance. Fury about to Pillmanize Dan Murdoch. Oh, what? What? Steve, no! Come on! Steve Scott was a hooligan? No! No, you son of a... No! No! Dan Murdoch just got taken out by Steve Scott and Rob Fury with that chair. They might have just broke the ankle. They might have just broke the leg of Dan Murdoch. Quiet Riot making a save. Damn you, Steve Scott. Rob Fury and Steve Scott have just done a number on Dan Murdoch. What a bunch of arrogant human beings. Caden Holiday and referees here are looking at check on Dan Murdoch. Murdoch just got ravaged in that knee with that steel chair, as that other chair was around the ankle. Oh, this is some serious matter. I can't believe Steve Scott, after getting his spot back in Ace, after all the hard work he's done, him and Rob Fury, two arrogant individuals, just took out Dan Murdoch with those chairs. Well, they gotta take Murdoch back to the trainer. He needs some serious medical assistance. That knee, that leg just been decimated at the hands of Steve Scott and Rob Fury. Oh, this has gotten... Dan Murdoch is going back to the...
We saw some dastardly deeds by Too Hot Steve Scott and Rob Fury. So you know what? Let's take a break. Let's recharge the batteries. Let's head to a commercial break with our sponsors.
I'm FNB. I'm Jamal Jackson.
I'm Anton DeMonico.
And together, we are the Movement. We represent American Championship Entertainment.
And we want everyone out there to start their own movement and point to the positive. Stop domestic violence,
Child abuse.
and most importantly,
Bullying.
Mi gente, visita pontepolopositivo.com. Sigue para ejemplo. Ponte por lo positivo.
Point to the positive.
Welcome to Wellington, New Jersey.
This is Chapter 2 of Ace. A new era has begun.
So we're talking about a new era, we're talking about a new beginning, we're talking about the second chapter of Ace.
Ace's era has begun tonight.
We might not be in Union City, but Ace is home here.
American Championship Entertainment presents a new era has begun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for this fast-paced contest that we're about to see as American Championship Entertainment branches out and got some luchadors in for us as it's Commando Jr. taking on Buffalo Azteca. Let's go to John Harder calling the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a singles match with one fall and a 10-minute time limit.
No, sorry.
Your official for the match, Fish Torres.
This matchup is going to be the brawl of all brawls. comes Commando. Well, I'm sorry, my format just got switched here. Here comes Commando. You know, this guy is an uber rudo, to say the very least. This guy is a lucha expert, but he has shown signs of serious disrespect to Ace before. That guy ripped the mask off the feline of Lucha Libre Brock Zemis in a match very disrespectful. This guy is a rudo to Lucha Libre history, and the fact he's an Ace is very, very disgusting. Buffalo Azteca! I've heard stories about him. Mike Morgan Jr. has told me so much about Buffalo Azteca. This guy is an amazing light heavyweight, a Lucha Libre style competitor from Mexico City, Mexico. This matchup might very well steal the show with two The bell sounds, and here we go. It's going to be a Lucha Libre battle between the Technico Buffalo Azteca and the Rudo Commando. You're going to see a lot of arm drags, a lot of rolls, a lot of cartwheels, a lot of ranas, head scissors, you name it. It's going to be all about style. Flash, and all sizzle. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you know about the situation involving Dan Murdoch later on if I get any word on his condition. Oh, look at this. Still in shock over that. Only one here. These guys are not afraid to so fly. Look at that double somersault nip-ups. We are at a standstill. The Rudo Commando, I wouldn't trust that guy as far as I can see him. He had a great trilogy of matches in Ace back in 2010 with Lucha Libre against Black Zemis. You know, on the other side, this is the debut of Buffalo Azteca. Lucha Libre really becoming influenced in American Championship Entertainment. Right now, Commando has, look at that gory special. You want old school lucha. There you go. Oh, look at that, counter to a sunset flip. That's the first time I've ever seen a gory special counter like that. Oh! Commando's had enough of that. Chopping Azteca right in the chest. Irish whip. Azteca went for a Rana. Tries bringing up. Commando flipping over. There we go, another sunset flip. You're going to see a lot of pinfall attempts in this contest. Nice leg trip. Standing STO from Commando. Flipping him over. Oh, look at that to the arm drag. You know, American Championship Entertainment is all about different, and this match is definitely going to be different with this Lucha Libre. Oh, Commando's had enough of that. Just take them square in the face. Commando hit him so hard, he did an extra roll outside of the ring to regain his bearings. Azteca trying to get some semblance, get back in the ring. He might have been knocked loopy from that kick to the head. Azteca rolling back in very gingerly. Chop to the pecs again by Commando. Commando, no nonsense. He is a Rudo, a loco Rudo, as I've heard many of the Spanish competitors call him in the locker room. A smack to the glutes. And a drop kick turned him inside out. And the loco Rudo, Commando showing off his techniques. Exactly, I agree. This matchup continues. Commando shouting a lot of disrespect towards the fans here in Union City. The Ace Nation doesn't know what to make of it. A nice roll out there from Azteca. Commando showing off his size. And just got taken over with an arm drag. Commando didn't expect that. Commando was standing tall, acting like a big man, just got taken over with that arm drag. Commando doesn't know what to think of it. Commando rolling back in the ring. Both men really just taking it all, going all out here with the lucha. Another leg trip from Commando. Commando now the front face lock. Commando, look at this. Buffalo Azteca was trying to reverse it. And Commando keeps that front face lock applied. Nice maneuver there from Azteca, only a 1. After the verbiage Commando spewed at the fans earlier, calling himself a rudo, he expects to get a chant? That ain't happening. Not with the Ace Nation, they're not gullible. Nice takedown from Commando again. These how these Lucha Libre style matches go. It's a lot of technique, a lot of flash. There's another arm drag. They really rely on these type of maneuvers. And again, Commando again working over that right arm. One thing about Lucha Libre matches, they work over that right arm. Unlike the American and other styles that work over the left, Lucha Libre, they work over that right arm, and Azteca really favoring that right arm. Commando now shouting more nonsense at Azteca. The fans here heavily invested in this Lucha Libre contest, watching intently as his different style comes infused with American Championship Entertainment. And again, Commando, like a piranha in a shark tank, sensing blood, working over that right arm. And now he has that, oh! That's a unique power maneuver there from Commando. And that was it. I thought Azteca kicked that at 2. The referee signaled for the bell. Commando actually hooked Buffalo Azteca and a guillotine, lifted him up and then jacked him down, paralyzing his body. And it had to be a 3. Nonetheless, Commando with a big win here in Union City.
Tommy Johnson, the current defending Ace Diamond Division champion of Ace Pro Wrestling, and I'm here to bring a message today against bullying. Together, we can put a stop to bullying, domestic violence, and child abuse. All we need to do is to remember to join together and put yourself towards the positive. Ponte con lo positivo.
I'm Jay Rivera.
Bad Boy Danny Pagan.
And J.O. Chico.
Y estamos con el embajador
Rafael Hernández, cónsul dominicano en Bélgica.
Y estamos aquí en Ponte para lo Positivo con Ace Pro Wrestling.
Y recuerda, mi gente, Georgie, recuérdate, lo positivo atrae lo positivo.
Así que bien.
Ponte para lo positivo.
Bueno, eso que hicimos, mira, con los muchachos de softball ahí, eso estuvo muy bueno, porque la campaña de Ponte para lo Positivo está creciendo.
Su papá, que sí que aquí, Puerto Rico, Ace, tú, yo, todo el mundo, papi, eso.
Y eso es lo mejor, que esta campaña.
Vaya, mi gente, que ven aquí.
¿Qué pasa, chicos? ¿Cómo tú estás, papi?
Aquí, tranquilo.
Aquí hablando de los viejos tiempos, papi, de cuando no había, mira, abuso de violencia doméstica,
Abuso de los niños.
no había bullying. Y tú sabes, aquí se está cogiendo fresco, mira, pensando, mira, el futuro. Los niños que van a ser los próximos atletas, baloncelistas, peloteros y sobre todo
Los luchadores.
Tú sabes, hicimos un comercial ahorita ahí de Ponte para lo Positivo con el equipo de softball. Y estamos aquí pensando, mano, que la campaña de Ponte para lo Positivo está creciendo. Mira, Ace y todos los luchadores de Puerto Rico.
Mr. Big, Sensacional Carlito, BJ, nosotros. Esto está, papi, esto se está poniendo fenomenal.
Y entonces nosotros lo que queremos es que toda la gente se ponga para lo positivo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and American Championship Entertainment is always on the road because now our main event is coming from Wallington, New Jersey, as it's the Ace of Diamonds, Jack Gallo, taking on the Round-Eyed Samurai, Big in Japan, Bobby Fish. Let's head over to the action.
On December 10th, 2011, a new era began. And I had Jay Lethal in the palm of my hands. But I gave him a split second that I shouldn't have. And he caught me. And you know what that did to me? It pissed me off! And it made me train harder than I ever trained before. And now tonight, it's me, the protector of professional wrestling, Jack Gallo, going one-on-one with Big in Japan, Bobby Fish. Well, Bobby Fish, this might be the shoot style showdown, but let me explain something to you. You are very talented. You are a great Japanese shoot style wrestler. But I represent the American shoot style. I'm Cactus Catch Can. I am the origins of this business today. And Bobby Fish, I don't care how good you are, I'm going to prove tonight I'm that much better when you tap the mat. I will restore this business.
What a night it's been, Classic, but this match might be a show steal. This music means only one thing. Here comes a man representing the Aces. He is the Ace of Diamonds, and he's the protector of professional wrestling. Here comes the strong style shooter, Jack Gallo. And look who's with him, Double Dubs himself.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by William Wyatt from Strong Island, weighing 220 pounds, the Ace of Diamonds, and the protector of professional wrestling, Jack Gallo.
You know, when Jack Gallo got here earlier, I noticed a scar on the left side of his neck. And I went to him and I said, Jack, where did you get that from? He said last month when Jay Lethal super kicked him, he actually fractured a vertebrae. He went to the doctor, had a small neck fusion done. And he's here tonight.
Will you stop? That's preposterous.
Ask him.
You want to ask that man?
I already did. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Needless as it may be, Jack Gallo, after losing the biggest match of his life last month against Jay Lethal, needs a big win to recoup. He has to face a man simply known as Big in Japan, your favorite wrestler.
The Dalai Lama of Yokohama, the round-eyed samurai.
Give me another one, give me another one. That's all you got?
That's what she said.
Oh. Well, here comes the man who's a Japanese. Here comes Bobby Fish.
And his opponent, weighing 225 pounds, Big in Japan, Bobby Fish.
Just heard Bobby Fish, one of our fans said, what's that over your eye? And he said, I had to get some stitches.
He got stitches a couple of nights ago. Wrestling it in preparation for this match against Jack Gallo. Fish is no nonsense. He doesn't give a damn. And he got several stitches above that right eye. I don't think it's gonna phase him. But this is what we're gonna call a strong style showdown.
Now, a pre-match argument about whose corner is whose corner. Definitely a different level of experience between the two. Jack Gallo, very new to professional wrestling. Bobby Fish, a veteran, a world traveled, again, big in Japan.
You know one thing about Bobby Fish, Fish is a pro wrestling Noah regular. This man trains in Japan. He's been in the dojos in Japan. Meanwhile, Jack Gallo, he is MMA trained. He is MMA trained. He focuses on his ground game. This is going to be a battle.
This is going to be a very interesting match. You know, both men known for submissions, but I think a little bit of an advantage goes to Bobby Fish because, yes, he has that shoot style, that strong style, but he can go big, he can go aerial.
You know, I talked to Bobby Fish, I believe all of us have, on the Ace Action Zone radio show a couple of weeks ago, and I believe the question I asked Bobby Fish was, Jack Gallo has a series of submissions. As we compared him to Bruno Marciano, coincidentally, one of the men Bobby Fish has lost to in American Championship Entertainment. We asked him, Gallo's very similar to Marciano. My question to him was, can you counter the submissions, as he had a very similar Kimura submission hold that he has tapped to before? Fish said, not if I knock him out first. Fish is looking for the knockout.
You know, you can't help but think, though, you know, Gallo gets a veteran in Bobby Fish. Of course, last month he had a losing outing to Jay Lethal. Of course, if anybody asks who's Jay Lethal, you probably shouldn't be watching this DVD. But you mentioned Bruno Marciano. This would actually be an amazing triple threat match.
Let me tell you something, Classic Mikey D. It was back in Collision Course where you said Jack Gallo had no shot with Jay Lethal. Gallo not only hung with Jay Lethal, he narrowly pulled it out. You did indeed say that, and now you're singing his praises. I know you party with the Aces, but please calm it down a little bit. Right now, Fish really working over that left arm at Gallo. Gallo, the protector of pro wrestling, reversing the arm wringer. You know, I think Bobby Fish really has come prepared. Look at him reverse here. Counters a nice arm wringer of his own, having that left knee on that left arm of Jack Gallo.
And he's holding it. You know, we talk about all the submission. If you can take out the arm, you're going to take away half of the power of any submission hold.
Gallo now, nice trip. Caught Fish off guard. And Gallo going right for that left arm as well. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Fish able to roll backwards, relieve a lot of the pressure, and get back more to a vertical base.
Fish having that left arm really worked on here. Nice roll. Nice roll back. Trying to really throw Gallo off his game, and does so and reverses the arm wringer. This is like an old school, this is a wrestling variation of a chess match classic.
By the way, I heard through the grapevine that you're going to have Bobby Fish on the Harder podcast.
That's possibly true. I'm going to work on to see what happens with tonight. But that is definitely true. I'm going to do my damnedest to do that.
Of course, you can hear all the podcasts at johnharder.com.
TheJohnHarder.com.
TheJohnHarder.com. Sorry, I got to put the V part in there.
Thank you, Classic. I appreciate it. But Fish.
Round kick, ducked. Both men roll out of the ring.
Both men going to the floor. You know, I think Fish is taken a little bit off guard by the young upstart Gallo. You know, Gallo did take Fish over the hard way with that fireman's carry.
Fish taking a seat over here now with some of our fans.
Meanwhile, Gallo getting some cheating techniques, in my opinion, from William Wyeth.
Hey, we saw William Wyeth extend a hand, showing a lot of respect by the outing of Hush Holiday.
It's all a load of bull. I don't buy it, Classic. Meanwhile, Gallo in the ring first. Now Fish looking to climb into the ring. He finally does so. Let's see what both men can do here. Both men circling. Gallo looking to grab a Greco-Roman, but instead just says, screw it, and goes for a knee to the midsection.
Straight right clubbing blow to the back.
You know, I talked to Jay Lethal. I did catch in contact with him. I asked him about the results of the Gallo match, how he felt afterwards. He said Gallo took it from him. He really took him to the limit.
No.
And Jay had an injured midsection that lasted for 2 weeks. But Fish trying to nullify that before that even happens. Those nice, sick roundhouse kicks. The last time we saw Bobby Fish and Ace was in a losing effort to Tony Nese at Crossroads 7. Fish wanted back in. He wants to win in a huge way.
That Nice-Fish match was probably one of my favorite matches of 2011. And already 2012, this match is already a standout match.
Gallo taking over with that drop kick. Fish is fired up. Fish here, nice atomic drop there by Bobby Fish. You know, Fish loves utilizing the fish hook, that running knee strike. Meanwhile, Gallo loves utilizing that Kimura lock, the heel hook. Look at that combination.
Roundhouse kick got ducked with the spinning back kick right to the midsection.
Nice snapmare takeover from Bobby Fish. Fish up and over, back up. Nice maneuver there from Fish. Only two, says referee Brian Young.
It's only a matter of time though before you see one of the submissions come out. You got to start wearing down your opponent as Fish is doing. Now going after the leg, of course, you know, Fish likes to use that heel hook.
Coincidentally, so does Jack Gallo. Both men very similar despite the fact of their experience levels. They're very similar, eerie similar. I heard a couple of the wrestlers talking backstage. They say Jack Gallo actually reminds people of a younger Bobby Fish.
Fish went for that heel hook, speaking of which, but Gallo was by the ropes. You know, those round kicks to the back of the quad, gonna knot up the top of the hamstring. As soon as you put the heel hook on, it's gonna put a lot of added pressure on the top of the hamstring, even though you're down at the ankle, pulling back.
Gallo rolling back in the ring here. Gallo really favoring that left leg right now, as you alluded to, Classic. Nice waist lock. Gallo getting to the ropes here. He has to break the hold here. No, Gallo threw it out.
Oh!
And Gallo takes apart the left shoulder of Fish, running it right into that solid green post. Solid steel, mind you. And I guess we know what Gallo's going to be looking for here. He's going to be looking for that Kimura lock. Look at that! When Gallo starts working on that left arm, you can definitely feel him looking for that Kimura. Try to pin attempt there to see if Fish was about to be done there, but he kicked out at 2. Nice club to the back there by Jack Gallo. The club to the chest, mind you.
Oh! Big arm breaker.
You know, as I alluded to, Classic, you are a huge fan of Bobby Fish. You know, you've seen Fish in some big battles before. Do you think the way he's looking right now, do you think he still stands a chance?
You know, you can never count out a shoot-style wrestler. It's not that I'm a Bobby Fish fan. I'm a huge fan of guys like Bobby Fish, like Jack Gallo, like Bruno Marciano, like a Josh Daniels. Guys who can bring it, who will bring the strikes, bring the grapples, bring the submissions, and still be able to go high.
Did you see that belly-to-belly? Fish landed on that left shoulder. Great move from Gallo. And that goes to the point when Gallo wants to start picking apart that shoulder, that left arm. He did a fantastic job of doing it. And that overhead belly-to-belly, Fish landed left shoulder first.
Now with the knee right to the back, jerking back on that left arm.
Jack Gallo, many consider to be the future of Ace. I say he's the man to look out in the world of independent wrestling.
You know, a guy like Jack Gallo, definitely a guy up and coming. Definitely see big things in his future, not only in the indie scene, but in the national level, possibly. You know, I could see him doing international and becoming the next big thing in Japan.
Right now, Jack Gallo already making quite the impact here in Ace over the past 6 months. Nice counter from Gallo, ducking Fish's forearm strike. Look at this. Oh! Belly to back suplex, and he hammerlocked the left arm. Again, focusing on the left arm of Bobby Fish. Gallo's like a piranha in the fish tank. He smells blood.
You're really partying tonight.
Trying new things out. New era has begun for a lot of people. Right now it's for myself as well.
I noticed with the mustache. But anyway.
Thank you. Look at Gallo. Oh, come on, Wyatt, you scallywag, you delinquent.
There's the Will Wyatt that you know and love.
Scumbag. That's the William Wyatt I know. Master of mind games.
I did see the sledgehammer in the back. Don't let him hear you say things like that. Gallo with full arm wrench and driving right into the shoulder.
Gallo going right back to working that left arm.
No!
Nice maneuver there. He took that arm and jumped up and dropped the leg right across the arm. There's a cover. Fish kicked out at 2, but when he went to use his shoulder to kick out, definitely caused more pain.
One thing though about targeting the left arm of Bobby Fish is that Bobby delivers a straight right hand like no other.
Fish now trying to come back into this contest. Oh, boot right upside the face. That Strong Island boot right in the mug of Bobby Fish. Gallo's going up. I thought he was going up there. And Gallo with a primal scream drops a knee. That's very smart of Jack Gallo. Even though Fish kicked out at 2, he forced Fish to use that left shoulder to kick out on. And look at this. Gallo has a version of the London Dungeon firmly applied here, has that hammerlock wrench all the way back. Fish will have no choice but to tap out here.
Fish though has his legs. If he pushes through and were to roll through, oh, never mind, he got up. Oh!
What a counter from Bobby Fish.
Right back to the same leg that he was working on earlier.
It's that Japanese influence. Fish can find all these different ways to counter out with a nice strike, and he did so on Gallo's left knee. Oh. Fish sticking to what works, going to those roundhouses. And now Big in Japan firing up. And a big forearm to follow it up there. Fish now, Irish whip. Gallo hits hard on the buckle. Running forearm strike there by Big in Japan. Nice knee strike, make that a pair. Trifecta of knees to the midsection. Nice vertical roll through, look at this. What a counter from Fish. Only a 2. Fish had all the strength in the world to roll through on the vertical suplex and follow it up with a Falcon's Arrow classic.
Something that comes with a lot of the experience and the determination to always win. Go right back for that leg. Now working the other one. Big dragon leg whip.
Nicely done by Bobby Fish, taking Gallo once again off his feet. Oh! What a reverse back kick from Bobby Fish.
Oh, and another one.
Gallo might be out here. Fish might have knocked him out. Gallo kicks out at 2. You heard Bobby Fish say on Ace Action Zone Radio a couple weeks ago, he's looking for the knockout. And I thought Gallo was out cold.
Wyeth trying to give Gallo some directions, telling him he's got to get up. But he gets right up into that another round kick to the chest. And another.
What a counter from Gallo.
Oh, big German.
And he's holding on.
Keeps it locked.
Gallo held on to the German.
Oh!
And an overhand pump handle suplex.
Both men are down now.
What a maneuver from Gallo, showing his strength.
Referee Brian Young, 2 on the count, but Gallo gets over, rolls, goes for the cover.
Brian Young counted 2. He had to check the shoulders of Bobby Fish to see if they were down. Indeed, they were only a 2. What a strong style battle this has been between Gallo and Fish here in Wallington, New Jersey.
Spinning back kick right through the chest. Caught him, was going for a loop. That's caught him belly to belly.
And again, Fish landed on that left shoulder. What a fantastic suplex from Gallo. Gallo pushing Fish back in the corner. Gallo trying to think of his next move here. Whoa, Fish went for it.
Held him, he has the leg. Oh!
Heel hook. Gallo locked in that heel hook submission from Bobby Fish.
Brian Young there to check, making sure Gallo's shoulders don't hit the mat.
Gallo got the bottom rope. Great call, classic. You had the better vantage point.
Gallo now putting showing a lot of favoring of that left knee.
I know Gallo was trying to tough it out, show he was feeling no pain, but he's not doing too well right now.
How big is Seguri?
Insugure from Gallo. And the protector of pro wrestling and the ace of diamonds trying to finish the job. The cover.
Fish looked like he was on Dream Street, able to get out after 2.
Well, I guess Gallo's own knockout maneuver didn't get the job done. This match continues here in Wallington, and what an epic battle it is. Gallo now picking up Fish to his feet, going to work on that left shoulder again. Look at Fish.
Fish battles and rolls out. But then go, oh!
Fish hook! Fish hook knee strike from Bobby Fish!
He got all of it. Gallo doing the smart thing though, using whatever energy he has to get the hell out of the ring.
Gallo doesn't have a damn clue where he is. He just got knocked in the next week with that fish hook knee strike. Fish wasn't kidding when he said he was looking for a knockout. Fish saying Gallo's out cold. Wait,
William Wyatt!
No! Damn it!
William Wyatt held the feet!
You can't trust him! William Wyatt was the answer. With it.
Whoa. And there's the commish!
Can you hear me now? I know you don't want to hear it, but I got something to say. If you didn't hear it before, I told you 2012, this crap ain't gonna fly here anymore. You already know what's gonna happen? This match is restarted.
Mo Sexton says the match is restarted, there's the bell!
Wait, full package! Fish wins! What a win for Big in Japan!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Big in Japan, Bobby Fish!
What a battle, Mo Sexton nullifying the victory for Gallo because William Wyatt helped him cheat to do it. And Bobby Fish, once the match restarted, inside cradle, gets the job done. Your winner, Big in Japan, Bobby Fish.
And the round-eye samurai strikes
Bring him out. Bring him out, Mikey D.
The Dalai Lama of Yokohama.
What a win for Bobby Fish. And tough break, Jack Gallo.
Didn't I tell you, folks, this hour was going to be full of non-stop action? And to think, it's only our first episode. On behalf of myself and American Championship Entertainment, we want to thank you for taking the ride with us here on the Aces channel on YouTube. Remember, keep it locked on aceprowrestling.com and here on the YouTube page for the next episode of Ace Overdrive. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you want the action, you shift into Overdrive. We'll see you next week.
Wish!